Hi guys, LessThanThreeMan here, and welcome to the Nut. Today I'm joined by my two wonderful co-hosts, Hammer and JensenDale. If you guys would say hello to the people in order.
Hey folks, this is Hammer.
What's up, y'all? This is JensenDale.
Today we're back. We are reviewing week 4 of NUCL and do some week 5 predictions. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the games. All right, our first one we've got Loocas versus Taka. This game just a lot of fun. Loocas' team's kind of interesting, pretty neat. There's a Graphi here, which you don't see very often, which is pretty cool. Taka's team looks a little bit more standard, though there is a Decidui.
This is a very Lucas looking team to me. You got
Yeah.
your Wochen, you've got your Bellabolt, you got your Duraludon.
These four, yeah.
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 I'm also keen to see what the Grafii does, since I usually only see it on grassy terrain. So I'm curious to see what it does on a non-grassy terrain team with the bulk to help out its immense offensive pressure.
Yeah, it's also the fast mon here. This team is very slow.
Yeah, very slow.
Monkey into Woe. Trick turn 1, because I don't think Taka's too worried about speed control here, because Lucas' team is so slow. And we basically see the trade. Start out the game.
It's a whole Roach down, but I don't know if Lucas needed it, actually.
Well, there's Decidui right there. So that opens that up a good bit more, but there is also a Graphi. I don't know how good a switch in that is, but it's there. And a Belly Bolt.
I do question it a little bit because Monkey Dory was the only Mon on Taka's team that is faster than that Grafii.
Yeah.
Wait, it's even faster than Ape. I forgot. It's 350, yeah?
Yeah.
Timid?
Yeah, 350 and 346 on Ape.
Jolly for Grafii, yeah.
This is a Spikes Bramble, so it's probably Lucas's signature fat set. See lots of hazards going up. Both sides. It's a balloon.
It's not Unburdened's up. Unburdened's up.
It might be. It could also just be Prankster.
Yeah.
It could be Prankster.
I honestly don't remember. I think it is Prankster.
Yeah, I think it's around here you notice the Taka's team is really lacking in removal and truly has nothing for spikes.
Yeah, it's not even like hazard resistant. You know, I mean, everything's grounded unless it has, boots or whatever.
Already at this point in the game, it feels like Taka's only shot is Calm Mind Meloetta pulling it out here.
Yeah, and then there's still this guy in the way. So he tears the Duraludon, which does take out the Infernape. But he loses his Meloetta resist.
Mm-hmm.
Whiffs.
This is the Thunder Wave.
Misses the
Gets
Thunder
the full
Wave.
para.
The para's gone. This is turning into a game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and the special defense drop just stings to watch. Oh, that's awful. That's awful.
Yeah. I think you are just out of range here, even with the drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's the roar.
Okay. Crisis averted.
Crisis delayed. But yeah, I remember watching this game live, and it definitely gave me a ton of anxiety. Because remember, Lucas is on a real steal, and we need a win here to not be eliminated. Um,
Oh, yeah.
you
You must have been stressing out about that, yeah.
yeah, because our team's 0-3. So we noticed that the Mellow didn't get paralyzed earlier, and now it gets toxic. So I guess in a way, the Paramis could have been beneficial because the toxic ends up being pretty important here, but it also would have changed the way the end game played out. So it might have been different that way. But yeah, Lucas is over here scrambling, switching around for just for poison turns, basically.
Yeah.
Knocks off the helmet, 5% Graphi.
Yeah, it's just enough. It does come down to just this one turn, though.
Yeah, 5% Vaporeon protects to finish it off. Like, how close can it be?
Well,
Barely enough HP to lift spikes. Hang
my heart
on.
was definitely plateaued during that whole thing. Definitely a calming game right there.
Yeah, it was so stressful live. Because like I said, we're down to the wire. Our team's on the edge of being eliminated for the tournament, and then we have games like this where it's within 12%.
It's never easy, isn't it? It's never easy.
No, but Loocas does take the win there. Any more thoughts before we move on to our next game?
Let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Soup versus LustfulLice with the nice matching avatars here.
Yeah, so these two avatars. Sorry. Do you mind if I talk
Go
a
ahead.
lot during this game? But yeah, these two avatars were won during GSCPL 5, where LustfulLice and MrSoup were on the same team. MrSoup was a manager and the NU player, and LustfulLice was the UU player, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we can get into it.
Ninetales versus Artillery.
Yeah, Ninetales doesn't reveal any moves there, so not showing if it's Sunny Day or not, which Sunny Day is very popular at the moment. And LustfulLice is just trying to keep Dugong in just to either bait for a freeze or just tank these Artillery's attacks. It also doesn't know the full move set yet. It could be HP Electric, who knows. And I think they're just going to trade attacks here for now.
Yeah. The funny part about Sunny Day Ninetales is it's kind of a water check, and it shouldn't be, but it is.
It really is. It even checks like Octillery to like it's a very fragile check to Octillery, but as you see here, Kingler can also just get the Dugong out of the way right there because Dugong hates stinging on a Kingler.
Yeah.
And this is where we learn that yes, Ninetales is the wheezing check of the tier, which I think is insanely funny, but to each their own. Hey Bernardo.
Welcome, Bernardo.
We are watching MrSoup vs LustfulLice right now in GCNU, where LustfulLice goes for a rest, as Soup just opts to surf on the Dugong. Switching up to Kingler again, this is just Kingler is just really nasty to Dugong, because if you just, the only way you can really stop it as a Dugong is if you get a freeze. You have to switch out here, but Soup reads the switch right there, getting damage on Primate. But right now, it just looks like Soup has a really good matchup on LustfulLice, which... Hammer, do you have any comments in the game so far? Sorry, I'm talking way too much.
You're fine.
No, you're doing great, Jensen. We appreciate it. Yeah, I agree. Soup looks like he's got a really good spot here so far. Like, Lice doesn't have anything better to throw in front of this Kingler than Primate. Kingler gets to make progress every time Dugong comes in. Weezing gets to throw off Sludge Bombs and Fish Poison. It's a little ugly so far.
It's almost like a Volt Turn Vortex right now, just because Soup keep putting in the Weezing, then the Octillery, and the Kingler, and it seems like there's no end to this at the moment if License have any other checks.
All right, we're back, guys. We're gonna continue with this game.
Put the powers of addition will happen soon.
We see the Sunny.
Okay,
It
so
is Sunny Tails.
It is Sunny Tails, but I should also mention that Kingler is primarily like a physical attacker in the tier, so it really does not affect Kingler all too much, and it also kind of hurts Lice on this Primate a little bit because Thunder loses a lot of accuracy in the Sun, and yeah, Ninetales has to rest here, which means I think this is like a free switch for Kingler. Yeah, it is. So now it's like it's really. Even though it's only 3 mons shown on each side, it does look really dire for Lice, as you can kind of see from the timer right there. Like, and
Yeah, Kingler gets this free turn.
yeah, it's almost like Soup doesn't really even need to risk anything. It's just like a matchup difference. It's not even like a indication on how Lice is playing, because Lice is a very good player, but Soup just has a really, really, really good matchup at this moment, and that's sort of the story of the whole game. And then we see a Flareon, which also isn't good for Ninetales, because Flareon can just physically attack it with Double Edge or Body Slam or whatever Soup opted to choose on it, and it tanks a Flamethrower really well. Yeah, just Double Edge.
Crit too.
Even without the crit, it's still horrible, but the crit just kind of adds way too much pressure to the pot right there.
Would you say Lice's team is too water weak? Because it looks like the water check is dugong, and it can't really do too much back. I mean,
Tails does mitigate that a bit, but we're gonna see in a minute. Lice's team is very weak to waters.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's specifically water weak because, I mean, it can dish out a lot of damage to the waters like through threats like Dugong or Primeape so far, because Primeape does outspeed and also has Thunder for any artillery, but at the same time, it's like you don't want to be taking too much damage on any of those offensive forces either. And Soup seems to be just fine with resting off any damage that's shown. I don't think. Oh, there's a freeze on artillery, which could change things for the moment. But at the same time, on a Tails team, it's weird because a freeze against the Tail teams, especially like a Sunny Day Tails team, almost makes the opponent play more carefully than yourself, because you could just switch in an auxiliary on Tails anyways. But then it kind of goes into like is he going to read my switch, which you don't really want to get into that. But yeah, Soup just keeps on applying pressure even with the freeze. Getting some free leftovers turn. Like, because if Ninetales does roll a flamethrower here, then Soup thaws out, which is good, but...
Yeah.
And for the record, freeze thawing out activates at the end of the turn in GSC, so just for like a pointer for anyone.
Oh, like RBY sleep, but you still lose the turn?
Yeah. No, it's actually at the end of the turn, so like the turn happens and then then a thaw out would happen. And it's a cursed top too. Is that a cursed top or is it not? Oh, he explodes on the auxiliary. Okay. Yeah, like Lice is just trying to make something happen where it can't happen here. Which, sorry, go on LTTM.
No, you're fine. Go ahead. Yeah, this does seem tough. It does seem hard to break through all the water and fire types here.
Yeah, it's not like these are fully defensive checks in and of itself. It's just the very fact that whenever there's like a Dugong out on like a Hitmontop or a Kingler, then the very fact is that Lice is going to be doing less damage than Soup will be doing to him, and a Curse Top just makes this all so much worse because it can tank everything from Wheezing pretty much after one Curse. Like it does not tank that explosion.
Other than that, yeah.
After two curses, it would have. I'm pretty sure, if my head calcs are correct, which they should be. But even one explosion from Soup right here could just pretty much end the game. I mean, and not really, I shouldn't say that, because you'd be getting rid of your Primeape check, and you don't want to do that, but another crit.
That's another double-edged crit.
Another double-edged crit, and Soup's just going to use this as like, it's either going to be like an SD turn, or if it's a rest talk, it's just going to be like another attacking turn, yeah. Like, for having a bad matchup, by the way, LustfulLice is playing extremely well. Another crit. Yeah. It's tough to watch. Make it end!
GSC.
This is just Mons. It happens in Mons.
It
Trust
does.
me, I play Gen 7 Rampats. I see so many crits like there.
Sometimes you gotta type like the name of the gen in the chat. It makes you feel better when you get hacked.
SM Rands, GFC and you, name DPPOU, name the tiers,
pretty much.
So what does this Kingler have anything other than return? Like, it's got to have like an SD or a rest talk. But
it showed SD.
Sword Stance. Okay, it did show
we already
SD.
know
I
it's
forgot.
SD.
It did show SD. I forgot. But
Yeah. I think Soup could have been a little more aggressive in a few of these turns, clicked SD and just tried to break Lice, but he doesn't need to. He can just make the right switches and wear him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already seen one freeze. I don't think he wants to see two, so I think that's why he's just trying to wear him down. Like, and then another crit
For this game.
is it Oh
And
my
he's got
goodness.
surf too.
And it's surf for the
Oof.
Graveler too. Yeah, this was not LustfulLice's day. And a Sword Stancer 2 just wins the game from here because Ninetales already rested up. Barring freeze? Yeah, no freeze. So that's HP
Is that
Rock.
HP Rock?
Yeah, it's HP
Yeah.
Rock, and it's for the base case of not just for Dugong, but also for Firo or Xatu, because Xatu HP Electric can just absolutely ruin Kingler as well. And we're going to see one final return or HP Rock, and it's going to take the game. So that's one going MrSoup's direction, who I believe is around 3-1 currently in NUCL, and LustfulLice, who has a 2-1 record as well at the moment too.
Nice. Any closing thoughts?
Not much. Just MrSoup and Lice, they both played well. Although MrSoup had a great matchup, and he definitely recognized it. He played very patiently, played very methodically, and made sure to play very risklessly in the way where he kind of took Lice's team apart bit by bit. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Some tough crits on Lice's part too, but that's all I have to say.
Just like four of them?
Yeah, only
Emily, you got
4.
anything?
Yeah, I think both players played well, but the matchup difference and the crit difference really hurt Lice here.
Yeah. Not too much you can do about that. Moving on to our next game. This is Baddy versus Cal. This is black-white. There's a couple cool mons here. Mainly this Golbat.
Yeah, that Golbat popped out to me immediately.
Yes.
I was like seeing. I don't know if Sawsbuck is used a lot, but I like seeing Sawsbuck in this tier. Shout out to my boy Sawsbuck.
Yeah, I
One of
don't
them
think...
ones.
Yeah, this sequence right here is pretty cool. The Sawsbuck, or the Socks +2 reveals it reveals
That wasn't
ground
Sash, that just lived.
It just lived, yeah.
Wow.
It's a mold breaker. It's not sturdy. And that was ground gem +2 earthquake to trade with the Masharna, which really opens up the game. I'm here later for something else that I'm not gonna spoil yet. But we've
So
already
for
hinted
Black Whiteheads, is Garbodor like the Weezing of GSC and U?
More like in the sense that it sits there and they set spikes on each other. It's more the Pineco.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
it's
So it's-
Garbodor. It's better than that. Like I don't think
Yeah, it's
there is
better
a
than that.
single other setter that's as dominant as Garbodor in black and white. At least in our
Definitely.
new gens, for all I can think.
Yeah. I mean, when I think of black
It's
white, I
basically
think of
mandatory. Like, no garb or like no poisons is basically unheard of. Like no garb, no stun. It's basically impossible. But like usually people go with both. Then
yeah.
that's how good it is.
So it's got like the bulk of a Weezing, but also like the utility of the Pineco, pretty much. That's crazy to me.
And it
Yeah.
hits harder.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got so many moves.
It really does.
You have to respect Seed Bomb, you have to respect Gunk Shot. I think he can run special moves sometimes.
Yeah, I've heard of like psychic for the mirror, even it's some niche things like that.
That's one thing. This turn is very unfortunate, like a 5-hit, because otherwise, Cal would at least be able to hit the Manibus.
Yeah, Baddy still hasn't set rocks, so Manibus can
Yeah.
roost up if it lives.
Exactly.
Is like the Black White PU Rest Talk Swayless set, or is it like a different set?
Almost certainly, yes.
Yeah. I think it runs the same thing. Like double phasing.
Yeah.
Rest Hawk. With all the a million hazards that this tier is known for. This is when things start to get cool. We see the Golbat nasty plot up
Oh.
and Giga Drain the Seismitoad. It reveals not Scarf Rotom there. And it doesn't
Golbat
kill.
has a
Poison was
sneaky
very
good
bad
spit
because
def.
now it could like just roost out.
Yeah. Cal probably should have
Otherwise, it would in range.
clicked Blizzard that turn instead of
Yeah.
Thunderbolt.
But it isn't that relevant.
Yeah, go back on 48, Scarf Salzbuck, and it
And
lives.
as you
It's
can
just
see,
enough.
Gosh.
the toxic difference, because otherwise the Salzburg would be able to revenge. Oh, there probably would be still like a grind to win the game, but maybe Salzburg last could do something, especially because Tough would take both rocks and spike. But I think like probably the Serpura would make enough damage to kill it. I don't know.
Serp's at 29, so it should die to Salzburg.
Oh, it's already so yeah. Probably it could be 1v1 as well as while it's a slip.
Yeah, maybe. Well, yeah, I'm sure it could. It had to get like perfect rolls and stuff, but this Golbat just says no. I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna keep on boosting.
So cool.
And I'm just gonna win this game.
Yeah.
It's funny too because this Garb has a move for it, but it just can't do anything.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
I'm following
friendships
Mrs.
ended with
Alexa.
Salzburg. I'm now best friends with Golbat now, by the way. Just want to let everybody know.
That's the goat bet.
Golbat. One of them ones.
The goat bet. That was a fun one. It was cool to see this Golbat get all the way boosted up and just win.
We do love to see it. We do love to see it.
One of the few black-white games where there are no spikes on this side of the field. That went up either.
Yeah.
Really rare.
Just
There were 2 Garbodors in this game, and only 1 set of spikes ever came up.
yeah. All right, moving on to our next game. We got Danny and Kiyo in Gen 8. Danny with a fun team. He brought Sand, which I think is somewhat maybe semi-legit in this tier, more so than other tiers, but it's Sand. It's always fun to see.
Yeah.
It's very funny because it has a good setter, but it doesn't have the good abusers because it's like on rock, like Dusk.
Oh yeah,
Slash.
regular like and right. This Mudsdale.
Oh, this is
cool
a
too.
harvest.
Did y'all see that Mudsdale damage? Because that's banded Mudsdale.
Yeah, I saw, and I was thinking to myself like, no way that's not banded. Like,
Yeah, and it comes in kind of for free on this Lycanroc while it's healthy.
Lash out.
Ouch! That's nice.
it just does so much.
This is so real.
I have to say, I really love Teleport. Just Gen 8 Teleport is awesome.
It's
cool.
so good. Fun fact: Arcanine can even learn Teleport. That's a funny little tip. I've used that before and lost, but it was still fun.
Yeah, Teleport's neat.
So fucking man.
But yeah, this game definitely worried me at first a little bit too, but after around like 15 turns or so, I felt a lot more safe about the game as a Ditto teammate. But yeah, no, banded Mudsdale is definitely something I was not expecting to see on that bingo card for Sunday. So
Yeah, it's so cool.
it is really cool.
With the Mantine out, this close combat is pretty free. His fighting resist is gone. You know, it's Steel Valley
And Sand Rush is up too.
yeah, and it's offensive Mudsdale, so it's not going to be as bulky.
Yep.
So Lycanroc kind of just click it now.
I used before in as the offensive Mudsdale. It's really fun, especially because you are EQing stuff that thinks, hey, it will set rock and play stuff die, and like, whoa. And then you figure out Mudsdale has like 140 attack base. Yeah, balanced.
Yeah, it's got a good big attack stat. You just got to click the right moves. You know.
Oh, it's gone. It wouldn't do much, but still. Yeah, it can break that. It was not a move I was expecting.
Aquatail. I think this game was already in the bag at this point, but yeah, Aquatail Mist still kind of sucks.
Yeah, I think there's just Kiyo just doesn't have enough to resist the hits at this point, but
I don't know.
this game was a little bit on matchup. I think Kiyo Kiyo's team just didn't have the longevity to withstand the onslaught from Danny Sand, but it's still a very fun game. Fun to see these teams this level of play too. Some real stuff.
This was a quick one, a nice one as well.
Yeah, fun quick game.
I wish I could see more from Drapion. It's someone that it has like that type in that Swift feature that it's great, that Poison Arc, and have actually an offensive bag to all of it, but I don't know, man. It wasn't able to do his thing.
Not this game. Not when you've got,
Yeah, it wouldn't be like, I imagine Drapion is more like a wall breaker than anything.
Yeah.
Like click with D and punish stuff.
It's just gonna get kind of out offense by Sand here. You've got Sand Slash in the sand, Lycan Rock in the sand. Lisk, I think, is faster. Yeah,
probably it is. Lisk is super fast.
Yeah, so it's just tough. Cool Mon, but tough matchup for it here.
Yeah, it's one of those that imagine if it had Sucker Punch.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, maybe it has like if it's up. I'm gonna check it.
It doesn't get it, I'm sure.
It's working. How can it not learn?
Well, they had to differentiate it from Skuntank somehow. So this is the one that gets SD, and Skuntank is the one that gets.
It doesn't have that much of an attack speed. That's kind of surprising to me, actually. It has just like 90 attack. I imagine it had like basically 20 more.
Yeah.
A bit disappointed.
Yeah. It's a cool guy though. I like it in DPP. UU.
He's a good design as well.
Alright. Next we're getting to our beef battle, but before we get into this, actually, I'll let you guys explain the lore and I'll be right back.
Yeah, I can talk about the Phil and Amaranth beef. And if you're a member of the NU Chord, you will know very well that Phil is a yapper. For a very long time, her name in the NU Chord was Professor of Yapology. Amaranth, more known for his OU than his lower tiers, but he's still a very good player. And during our most recent RBYPL, he was one of the managers. His team, the Haymakers, won. And Phil, as a yapper, has to comment on everything that happens. And whenever Amaranth disagrees with someone, he will not hesitate to tell them. That's where this all began, and Phil demanded trial by combat. And here we're going to show you how it all went.
Let's see how it goes.
A nice double fire lead. Most of the time when you're running a fire lead, you also have a Charizard in the back. You're trying to wear down your opponent's bulky waters. Two sort of off-meta choices here. We have Leer Arcanine, which is a Toxin Boost creation. And we have Toxic Moltres, which has really kind of fallen off now that it can no longer burn turns with Fire Spin. We've already kind of seen something about Phil's team here, that she probably doesn't have a bulky water. She brought in Seadra to revenge Zard. What she does have is a Magneton to try and fight mine. But unfortunately, there's
no. Colin was talking about waters in RBY, and it's very funny because like Blastoise is the most special one because it doesn't have like Hypnosis or Amnesia for like Poliwrath. It isn't as fast or a cleaner like Seadra, but my thought on Blastoise is like it's the best mid-ground, the best mid-game water that you can have because it's fat. It has like usually better typing because it doesn't have like deep psychic weakness. So as a intermediate play between other breakers or other mons, Blastoise usually it's the best water type, which is very fun to think because it's not the most special one in general.
Yeah. Blastoise also tends to be very helpful because it's faster than Magneton and it has Earthquake. So you can build a team that's fairly Magneton weak and still beat it with Blastoise if you get enough chip on it.
Tops.
Also notice that Phil doesn't have any sleepers on her team.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's a very odd team from Phil. It's a very fishy team from Phil, I would say. using a Magneton and a ground is really fishing hard for an opposing Magneton. So you can fight theirs with your ground and use your Magneton on everybody else. Unfortunately, the Cedar has run right into a Rest Blastoise.
Probably
And
its worst nightmare as far as RBY and U goes. Very hard to
Your
break.
2 outs here are really to either freeze or get enough crits with Surf that you break through. And neither are particularly likely.
yeah, he can win that interaction.
What's up with the rest, Cedra? Can you explain the reasoning behind that, Hammer?
Yeah. Depending on the situation, you can stall out a Blastoise with Rest. Not this one, I would say, but it is occasionally possible. And it really hard beats other Cedra.
Okay.
If you're running a Hydro Pump or even occasionally a Smokescreen Cedra, you can just really stall it out with Rest.
Oh, not the smoke screen. That's some classic RBY technology.
Yeah, and Amaranth has noticed here that once he's forced the Cedar to rest, it doesn't actually OHKO any of his Mons.
Yeah.
And he can just switch to them.
Oh, but he did not got a single crit of all that. And with the speed interaction, that's unlucky.
Hmm.
I don't know, does the crit chance increase with the agility boost on speed?
It
No.
does not.
Ah.
Thank
So
God.
he's- I know, I was curious about that.
Amaranth went on to win the second game as well. Take the beef battle 2-0.
And then everyone hugged and became friends. GG.
Exactly. I think Amaranth has still not lost. I believe he's 4-0 at this point.
Have we seen Amaranth versus Toxin yet?
Yes, we did. Amaranth beat
did.
Toxin in week 3.
That put the 1 on his X and O record, right? Give him his first loss on the NU sheet.
I believe
Yeah.
so. Toxin has a very good record in NU tournaments. And that one was interesting because Amaranth and Toxin had just teamed for RBYPL. Yeah. Moving on to our next RBY game.
Also,
We feature...
hello, I am
Yeah.
Shengineer. I just popped
Yes.
in. You guys know who I am. Let's get to the next game. Tell us about this
Yeah.
matchup.
Perfect. Maris is, without doubt, the most creative builder in the NU pool. One of the most creative builders in RBY, period, I would say. And she cooked up something devious today. So let's take a look at it. Maris is pretty fine with this interaction. A lot of times she can get a para with a body slam there. And otherwise, Kabutops can eat a lot of hits even if it's asleep. Gives you chances to wake up. And of course, she has her own Venomoth to get sleep off. But instead, she knows the Venomoth's coming in, doesn't want Stunner to be able to sleep sack it, and takes it out instead. And of course, this is RBY. We have to have a mime showdown. And Maris is superior.
Mime won.
Mime did win. And then Mime lost.
Yeah, no surprise.
And here we have
Whoa.
our
we have
feature.
a surprise. Yeah.
We have Slowpoke. The thing that Slowpoke has that something like Golduck doesn't is T-Wave. Besides that, they're pretty close to identical Mons, except Slowpoke is much slower and a little bit fatter physically.
D-Wave is a good move, though.
Yeah, I played enough RPY Rambats games to know where this is going. This is
Maris is
devious.
basically running a Slowbro, but as a Slowpoke here. This is the set that Slowbro has run in every tier it has ever been played in RBY. T-Wave, Surf, Amnesia, and Rest.
My kind of set. And what's the total PP on Seismic Toss?
It is
32. All right,
32.
so we'll see if Stunner is gonna use all 32 of those this game.
Stunner just make a good play here.
Yeah. I assume Slash would 3-8 KO the Slowpoke.
It would. Unfortunately, Stunner gets a poor roll here, and the Raticate does not die. Now one of your physical breakers is gone. And Maris pivots around to try to get some chip on this Charizard. Manages to wake up the Kabutops. And get some chip on Zard. Hero's damage output is just monstrous. A crit there would have just O-code Zard. Stunning here gets...
Yeah. He's the best clicker of Hyper Beam, right?
It is. It really just is.
And now we get the Slowpoke cycle initiated.
Yeah. Stunner does get some low rolls there, which is unfortunate. You can see it can do as much as 34, and 34 would have KO'd on that last one. But the paras start happening.
Yep. You just gotta wait for the full para, and that's your chance.
Mm-hmm. And Maris plays pretty carefully through these last few turns. Keeps resting up, even though she doesn't quite have to. Just tries to get Slowpoke as high health as she can when she finally takes out the Golduck.
I mean, yeah, you never know what's going to be in the back. I mean, from this, what we can see of Stunner's team, what would you assume is in the back?
Seadra?
Yeah, that seems like the cleaner of RBY, like the mon that's in the back most of the time.
Yeah,
as long as
you might say it's.
I mean, Zard's also a good cleaner, but it's also a lead a lot of the time. Also, speaking of Zard, Maris doesn't have one. Not even a fire type.
Doesn't have a fire type at all.
That's crazy.
Yeah. She has a lot of physical offense here. She's got, Slash Kabutops, she's got Raticate, she's got Fearow. Just to try to break stuff down so that Slowpoke can clean like this.
Awesome game from Maris.
Yeah. I have truly never seen a Slowpoke in this tier. Not once ever.
Well, time to start running it, boys. Get to it.
I asked about it, the science behind it. Actually, it is really bad because, it has a very putrid special. The typing is good. And the rest of the stats, it's bad. It's only have a high HP. That's the only saving grace of it, actually. That and amnesia. Not a lot going for it. It has 15 speed. It has 40 attack. Oh, I think it has 60 attack and 40 special. Special is very, very, very bad. The only
Bernardo,
thing is
it won here.
Oh, it won, but
yeah, 40 special, not very inspiring. And that 15 speed, honestly, due to the way that our EVs work in Gen 1, that's enough speed. As long as you land the para, you'll be faster than pretty much everything, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Will you outspeed Zard?
Yes. I believe so. And of course,
yeah, you will.
Every time you click amnesia in front of something that's paralyzed, it resets. It reapplies the speed drop.
Oh.
So even if you get parried, once you click amnesia, you're faster again.
We love our RBY mechanics, folks. Alright, let's get a seismic toss count. We got one left. The immovable object Slowpoke here. Finally taking down the Golduck. Got some good health. See what's last. Well, it is the Seadra.
Yeah.
Gets a crit.
It would have been so funny if that Blizzard froze, though. Ability up.
Yeah, and you see here why Maris needed all the health. Because a crit Blizzard, not even stabbed, did 41. that had been a Surf, Slowbro, and they had a little less HP, Slowbro might have just died. But Slowpoke is inevitable.
I love seeing
That's
a Z
good.
Shipmon succeed.
Same here. It is really nice to watch.
I just realized I accidentally muted myself. Speaking of,
Thank you for joining us.
Oh my gosh. I was like, wait. I was a little worried because I'm like, wait, he's still controlling the monitor, but he's muted. Like,
sorry, I didn't mean to be muted there.
Were we interrupting you? And you're like, okay, that's fine.
Just a little
I feel
bit.
bad now.
No, it's not your fault. What I want to talk about with this matchup before we get into it, this is a minor spoiler, but BJ's Vaporeon here is Flip Turn. Now, normally I hate Flip Turn Vapo. I think it leaves it open to a lot of things. I think you need Roar most of the time, but BJ's team is really built around Flip Turn Vapo. You've got things to discourage setup, to handle the things that would otherwise abuse Vaporeon, and you see a way BJ keeps it pressure with it this game. I think is really, really neat, really interesting.
I think Roar is definitely the default way to use it. You can't really go wrong with it. But yeah, like you said, if you like consciously build around that Flip Turn in mind, there's no reason you can't run it. So we'll see how it pays off here.
It does help that there's no water immunity on the other side.
It does help a lot, yeah.
Because that makes the game go so slow. If you've got double water move Vaporeon into another Vaporeon, everybody gets free wishes, you know?
Yep.
But let's get into it. Other interesting thing we see this game is Vaporeon tears on the first turn. BJ says, I want this to be a poison type. I don't want to ever be toxic or anything like that. Or be fighting.
I wonder why exactly. I mean, it helps against Thrafty, I guess. But it's not even Roar. Yeah, he's Flip Turn here.
Yeah.
Maybe just so Gudra can't poison it. I don't know.
I think it's so it can't be poisoned.
Road
That
shot.
hurts. Well, Cloudy's not Roar, right?
Yeah. True. Yeah, Roar would do nothing there. He's getting some HP back.
And I mean, you're looking at BJ's team, and this Crafty seems like a problem, but we're about to see the solution.
And it's more cowbell.
Yeah, that's slow pivot into the encore.
Yeah.
That's kind of the team's main way to deal with bulky setup, it seems.
Yeah, for sure. And then he gets a free knock, free item removal.
Yeah.
That Chinchino seems to go like super ham on that team.
And yeah,
once the dog it's down, what it's taking like those tail slaps. Oh,
yeah, really nice Dragon Tail. Unfortunate for Tony.
Yeah.
I've not been a big fan of Chinchino on these balancy teams, but if there's a way to use it, perhaps like alongside a slow pivot is the best way, like BJ has here.
Yeah. This core of 3 might be good with Vapo, Chinchino, Rhyperior. I've heard Rhyperior Chinchino's a thing. I know Slice likes it anyways. But
Rhyperior is just getting so much chip here.
It is indeed.
And you know, if he wants, this might not even be the end of Rhyperior.
Yeah. Yeah, he can
Because
heal
he's
it
got
up.
that slow pivot wish.
Yeah. That just
I think we're gonna see that here.
yeah. I think so.
Not do anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just gonna go hard from Migo. Fair enough. This is pretty threatening here.
Yeah, respecting the threat.
The fly resist is dead now, so
The normal resist is gone now.
true.
That too.
The rat may flourish.
The other physical.
Toxtricity will flourish.
Oh, true. Forgot about that guy. That wasn't doing much anyway.
No.
Maybe it's not specs, is it?
What's it?
What did he click?
Click knock off.
Probably not. It's not specs.
It's
It's knock. Yeah. All right, he's in.
Yeah, Tony's team I think really struggles a bit into Vaporeon here because it just can't keep pressure on it. Its main way through it is Scrafty, and Scrafty's not like he can just flip turn out for free into something else on Scrafty. So it's really hard for Tony to make progress in this matchup.
It would be a lot better into Roar Vapo, especially because he has that throat chop. But
It would be.
in this particular matchup, it's not doing much at all. Yeah.
It's crazy how like one little move change,
Mm-hmm.
totally changes a matchup.
All right, what's the B gonna click here? Oh,
Oh, the crit.
that's a crit. But even with the crit, I think that's specs, right?
I think so.
Has to be,
Yeah.
Has to be.
I think Toother brought Specs B like last week or a week before.
Yeah, that's good.
It's neat. It's got cool typing. It just not got a lot of special attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Goodra just doesn't feel like it can do anything into this Vapo. It's just gonna get whittled down
Yep.
if it stays in.
I guess the early Terra Poison was a good play after all.
Yeah.
Good Chinchino here. It's a free tidy up and probably victory. Oh, he goes for the Encore. Fair enough. Just playing it slow.
This to me is like a very BJ game. You got your flip turn Vapo, playing it slow and steady, but methodical. It seems to me like that's kind of one of the ways he likes to play. I know he's had some HO stuff he's been known for, but when I think of BJ, this is the kind of gameplay I think of.
Fair enough.
Yeah. he's
Seeing a
just-
bit of a repeating pattern here. Decides to stay in, loses Chinchino. But he's gonna have to lose him on here to Flamigo.
Yeah. I think BJ knows he can give it up and still be fun.
Yeah. Oh, even kills that. That's scarfed though, right? That's just scarf Migo damage, yeah.
That's crazy. This is why Goodra's PU.
No, this is why Flamigo's S tier. Don't get it twisted.
Oh yeah, cool game. Cool to see. All right, now we're gonna get into our review of past week, week 4, into week 5. So first up, we have the Krabs versus the Dittos. The Dittos take it 8-2 over the Krabs.
Wow.
That's
Yeah, Dittos locked in this week. We were doing fantastic. We had a great week, great vibes all around. Everyone seems to be doing pretty well, so we're all happy to see that, of course. But yeah, we definitely were looking forward to a win like this, and we definitely expected it of us. And look, we followed through. Look at that.
I wouldn't have called it 2-8. The Krabs have been doing really well this tour, and they always look worse on paper, but they always come out, like a tie or with some upsets. But yeah, just didn't get it here.
Even the games we had were very dominant too. So that's something that's just nice to see all around.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, I gotta rep the team. You know what I mean? I gotta rep the team.
Let's see. So OBB Oyster, that's kind of an upset. We saw Kiyo Danny, Ampha Oathkeeper, pretty even. This one,
Or Bughouse.
Buckhouse is not having a good tour, I guess.
Yeah.
But he was kind of, I wouldn't say, I don't recall correctly, but I think he was robbed crit on the last turn or something like that. Like,
Wasn't he like?
Yeah,
he
it's
had
along those lines.
some tough luck in a row.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like talking about how he didn't think Kaboom should be starting in Black White this tour? Wasn't that a thing somewhere? So that's.
Honestly, don't recall.
I think so. I could be wrong. I thought Toother said something about that last week. But yeah, crazy 8-2 here. Next up, we have the best result. My team, Real Steel, taking it over Fossils. It was so easy, Bernardo. We just had to get the win here.
Yeah, imagine robbing like 3-4 games. No, 4 is a lie, but 3, 100%. Like, Buffalo's Aberras was Like it
It was
was insane.
a big robbery, true.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Look,
We robbed.
Look, Bernardo, it wasn't any fault of yours. We were simply due some good karma for our hacking and getting hacked.
Yeah, I know.
So
That's part of the
now,
game.
now you carry that power, and you will hack somebody else in turn. That's how it works.
Yeah, I hope so because the other week,
Eventually the cycle will be complete.
With some bad luck as well, but it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
I
key
mean, I don't know.
wins.
I felt good about the team this week. Gave a couple guys a chance to play. I will say SM. It was not originally Ming versus. It was actually Mikey he won against. I hope the sheets don't give Snaga a loss for that. But Hacker didn't reach out until Sunday to try and schedule. And the guy wasn't available. But they determined that a double sub would be proper, which I was satisfied because I wanted Ming to play. And
Yeah.
he did well. Good job, Ming.
You delivered.
So that
shout out
counts
to
for like manager complains about his player on the Bing or not, Hammer?
Oh, I've complained
We've
about Hacker
already-
last week or like 2 weeks ago. Bro.
That's already happened.
I've been complaining.
Dude, Slice complained about me and while I was here. Like, come on. Like that bingo card was way marked back in advance. Okay.
Get wrecked. Bingo's already been won.
Shout out to Slice, one of them once.
True. He I'd still say he rigged it because he did the complaining to fill his own bingo board. So
And then he won.
yeah,
But I think you
So I don't
complained
know.
the same video too, right?
fair enough. Yeah.
It's possible that too many of the squares were within Slice's power to cause to happen. But
There were a lot of cooks in that kitchen that day. I'm just saying. Like,
Good news here with this result is Real Steel is not eliminated. We do probably have to win out to make it to playoffs, but we're not out of the tour, which otherwise would have been with a loss. So thanks,
That'd be
Bernardo.
light work.
We appreciate it.
Or well,
It wasn't
That's my
actually easy.
friend
That was just a throwback to when you said that a couple weeks ago, by the way.
and you really need to stand up your own slander. You need to like double down and call me like a bad manager. That's a hint for next week.
No, I'm trying to win most wholesome, so
Like, that's probably already won for you. We know that.
yeah, you're taking that any day, dude.
we'll see.
Speaking of most wholesome, make sure to go vote for the NU awards.
Yes, they're going on now.
Happening soon.
The host is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Y'all know him. It's me. Nominations are up now. We'll go to voting really soon, and we will live stream the results towards the end of this year. So y'all stay tuned for that. All right, moving on to our next result, we have the Glastriers versus the Pablos. Two of the top teams, and everyone's like, "Oh, they're gonna tie," and it was 7-3. So it was not close. So M Forbes beat Gary, which is kind of an upset. Watashi lost too. It's not what you would expect. Other than that, it's not too crazy. This game right here, Tier versus ACR1. I think ACR1's Screamtail had bad EVs. It was slower than a Bear Skewed it, and that kind of, I don't know if it would have changed the game, but it would have been closer for sure. We kind of got to the end and there was like no hope. So that was a little sad. That was some bad EVing there. But yeah, what y'all guys think about this result?
I thought the Violet River versus Ima, that was a pretty good game to watch. It was also probably one of the more hype ADV games of this last round.
Yeah.
Two people considered to be like at the top of the pool. So, Violet River. I mean, they've been talking a lot in the NU Discord about the developing meta. They're pretty much really on top of things.
Yeah.
Exploring this new glalie-less world. So, I think that the win here reflects that effort they've been putting in.
Yeah. I think River was in favor of the Glalie ban, and it's good to see them like involved and doing well. Post Glalie when you're in support of a result. It's cool to see. Cool to see. Of course, we saw.
We don't forget what you did, Slice. We remember.
All right. Moving on, we have the Rabias versus the Fujins. We have a tie here.
Yippee.
Fujins slept or ass.
Oh, dang.
See my boy Chungler getting the win there versus Expulso, which is cool. Nothing too crazy here. I think this game was important. BJ Tony, because they're both really good players. That's on matchup, kind of a 50-50, and then the rest kind of went like you'd expect, roughly.
Yeah.
I would expect like Soup and Maris to win. I would expect having
like Finch and Jungler. A lot of the old gens kind of went as we would have predicted.
Yeah, from here down, for sure. Okay.
I always want to pick Streel to win after the NUPL run that he had. But
yeah. Kush looks Star Reels. I would call that an upset. But
but you can't call a Kush win an upset. I'd say it's Kush in the end of the day. It's fair.
True.
But
Not a big one.
I still value Story over Kush in the end. But a little bit surprised because I won't talk shit about the team I'm facing next week. But somewhat I
you want to.
Disappointed. No, it's for them it's the same feeling. So far has been kind of disappointing season for the reigning champs, the Cramorabias, because I think they are of course ahead of us, both the Fossos and the Steels, but not by much. I think they have 1 win and 1 tie and 2 losses so far. So
yeah,
future isn't that bright for them, regardless.
Yeah, they're not. They're kind of in the middle, standing wise at the moment. That was our last result. We're moving on to the week 5 matchups now. So next week we have the Rabias versus the Fossils, as Bernardo was talking about there. What you guys think about this week?
On Magic Man, I think we threw a very capable team. There isn't a single slot where I look at my team and say, hey, that's a weak player. There is never that, but especially this week, it's I have 10 names that I'm super happy and I can trust they can win regardless of the tier. But let's see. It so far hasn't been a very kind tour to us, luck-wise, and in general, we have a few tough performers. So hope we can change around that this week and go in a new way, in a more winning way.
Yeah.
Yep. Good luck.
Yeah, we will need. We are definitely needing luck right now.
I am predicting a 10-0 Fossils win. The obvious results.
I'm not.
That seems very accurate.
Some interesting thing here is you see a turn in SM2. Ishtar back in SM.
We love a turn SM.
We do. Ishtar's been playing a lot of ORAS this tour. It's cool to see them back in SM, which is kind of the tier we associate them with the most. Predict wise, I'm gonna say Rabias, I think, are favored in SV. Kush Diamonds is kind of a toss up. Probably say Kush. Sorry, Diamonds. I'd probably give Rabias SM. And then
that's not looking good for the Fossils, dude.
Well, and then Fossils or ass. Yeah, and probably DPP. And then B, Maris. I must say Rabias take this about 6-4.
Comes down to you, Hammer. You are the last line of defense. You got to win your team of the week.
You got this, man.
Playing tomorrow, so.
Oh, hi.
Well,
why not right now?
I don't have teams yet.
It's RBY. Just use another team. They're all the same anyway, right?
I don't wanna.
All right. I guess building can be fun sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. All right, moving on. We got the Pablos versus the Krabs. Let's see here.
I don't have a lot to say. I think the Pablos probably pipe the floor with the Krabs here. 8-2.
8-2. I don't know, man. The Krabs keep surprising me.
Yeah, I mean they got spirit. I'll give them that, but
they got moxie.
As always, it comes down to the SV. You know. That's
Yeah.
what it feels like.
Yeah, Yeah, Pablos look like they have stronger SV. With some paper. Let's probably give Pablos SV.
I mean, I'll never bold against Matthew though, so I think. Sorry, Brick. You might have to take the L for Matthew's dub. We'll call that even. Although, if you did notice, Matthew is in the SV1 slot now. They've switched around. So.
Yes, that is cool. Cool to see, because Matthew's 3-1 this tour.
Yep.
And Brick's, I think, 1-3, something like that. Let's see.
Good to see Fantos back home in ADV. I know they made him play black and white one week, but he got the dub in ADV last week, so I think he'll carry on that momentum here.
Yeah. It's cool to see my boy Jan playing.
Sorry, Kiyo. I think Gary takes it.
Yeah, I agree. Watashi.
I can't not bold OBB and SS. You said Watashi probably favored over Ampha.
Yeah, I think so.
It is Watashi.
I like Ampha, but, probably bold Watashi.
Yeah. All right, maybe not 8-2. How about 7-3 final offer to the Pablos?
That's fair. I do think Pablos are going to win.
I think he's given you an offer you cannot refuse, LTTM.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It seems
Krabs. I'm predicting against you to give me more strength and prove me wrong.
Yeah, it's worked so good for us, right?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on, we got Steel versus the Glastriers. We're gonna take this 9-1. Shengineer's gonna lose, but that's it.
I'm gonna get Thunder, Para, and Crit, and just lose on the spot. But everyone else will win, so.
So that's a good trade.
Yep. We've got our two, I guess you could say, non-starters. I wanted to give Dibba Daylight some play time, and he's got some Oras experience, so I'm excited to see him there. And then we doubled up on ADV. I decided I wanted to play GSC this week. GSCPL was ended, and I was very sad, but I realized I can play it whenever I want if I just go GSC. So then I got JD Joe off the bench here in ADV2. So, but yeah, I mean, I guess I shouldn't do my own predicts because I don't want to jinx anything. But I'll let y'all take it from here.
Don't worry, I can take it from here. I think Real Steel Ota. No, I'm just messing around. I think this is a pretty good matchup from the face of it. We got some matchups I would think are highlights, like Buck Gallen versus Amaranth. I think Buck Gallen's a good player. Amaranth is, of course, a 4-0 in the tier. I don't know what Buck Gallen's doing so far in NUCL so far, but I think that's a good matchup. Of course, we have the GSC matchup. We also have the advanced matchup BYDI versus VR, which I think is going to be pretty good as well. There's a lot of really good matchups here. Turtle Doggo, I'm excited to be seeing in SS, although I'm biased for Turtle Doggo. Loocas versus Tier should be interesting too. So,
yeah.
Bernardo, what do you think about these matchups?
I really excited for Loocas to play again because I think he's the best current SV player in the pool. Quote me on that.
Oh, nice.
I think Taka versus Forbes is a very fire matchup. Forbes, for people that doesn't know, he's like a runner-up for VGC World Cup, so he's probably one of the best there are. Happy for DBD, the guy is a monster. Whenever I test with him, I have really big problems. Baddy versus Helen, it's a tough matchup. And well, we have Shengineer versus Big Fat Mantis. Big Fat Mantis will win. That's my take.
Anything can happen. It's GSC, you know.
True.
Even a Shengineer loss, as unlikely as it may be.
Shengineer, what are the odds that we see a Cubone this week?
No comment.
They're not 0, but they're also not 100.
They're never 0.
They're never 0.
It's never 0. So who do y'all think is winning this week?
I do love my Cubone.
Who do y'all have winning this week? I mean, I have the Steels, but
Yeah. I think that off the win from last week, we got a fire under our ass. I mean, a loss in a route of the tour. We're giving it all we got.
Yeah.
I'm
that
still
clinches the
voting
victory.
for Glastriers. That name is bad, but okay. Not that I'm having a much better position to talk something, but
It could always be worse, man. It could always be
I
Minty
That's
Mouse
a very
Melodics.
real comment I have to make. This NUCL probably has one of the worst collection of names that we ever had.
The worst, really?
One of, I don't know if it's the worst, but like, and most of the names kind of suck.
Okay, well, is Real Steel any good?
Okay,
No.
let me give you a hint,
Oh.
engineer. So, our team name, Real Steel, has been nominated for both best and worst team name.
Brilliant.
So it's
That's very
divisive.
fitting. It's very fitting.
It's divisive. All right, moving on to our last matchup. We have the Fujins versus the Dittos. BJ
Dang.
Turther seems fun. I'm excited to see that game.
Nah, it's a mid-off, as Django said. That'll be fun to watch, though.
You see Danny and SS still.
I don't know what he's doing there, but good for him.
He's winning. That's what he's doing there.
All right. Let's see
He's
more of
doing
it.
good stuff there.
I want to make a question for you guys. What's the chance that we see a Havoc Knight, an Oathkeeper, and Havoc Knight doesn't try to stall Wolf?
That's 50-50. Either they do or they don't. You know.
Seeing
that's
that Oathkeeper won against Stall last week, I'd say the chance
ADV
is
stall
kinda
isn't
low.
real. ADV, no.
Ores stall is
ADV
real. Is the thing. Ores is a tier with real stall.
It is very real.
So,
Does it look much like SM stall? Has it got like that Zatu, like double
The
defogger?
stall is the one with Articuno.
yeah, it's
and-
Articuno. It's.
Latino.
I'll send you the paste later. Everyone has that paste.
Alrighty.
Everybody has that paste. It's floated around.
Yeah, I mean, Oath did beat stall, so like that may slightly reduce the chances of Havoc Knight bringing stall, but it's never out of the realm of possibility.
It's never zero.
I don't know them as a player if they enjoy playing it or not. So
I think of them more playing like bulky offense, but it's never out of the question. I'm excited about that matchup though. I think both those players are exciting to see. I like having that a lot, and I think Oathkeeper's shice too, so that's good to see. Finch Bughouse is a highlight. Those are two of the biggest names in black and white. Even if Bughouse hasn't had the best tour, might see a comeback this week. Let's see. We've got Soup.
I think you should bring Garboder. That's my opinion.
There's a good
I
chance
think
of
that
it
would get the win. Yeah,
with spikes.
of course, of course.
Expulsive beats Black. Should be a fun game. Soup Jensen. Always good to see some Jensen gaming.
We love JensenDale.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
he's alright.
Unfortunately, you stand no chance against MrSoup. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Brutal.
our records against each other are actually 1-1. So I'm just saying, I think it's a 50-50 shot from there. From
Yeah.
historical data.
Yeah. You draw a trend line with 2 points.
Oh,
Fair
this
enough.
today it's in a very good pace to go like 1-2 versus MrSoup. But outside that, I agree with Shengineer. We love JensenDale.
Oh, thank you, Bernardo. But yeah, it's 50-50. 50-50.
I had to land the glaze before I brought down the hammer. You know how it be. And then
Hey,
it'll be
don't
why.
bring down my player.
I mean, it's Toxin. I'm rooting
Yeah.
for him. Stunner. I don't know how good of a tour they've had so far, but I haven't been very stunned.
I think overall, I'm gonna say Fujins take it 6-4. It's gonna be close, but looking at the matchups, I think Fujins are gonna win here.
I
Sorry,
think Bug's
Jensen.
gonna flip the matchup. I think Bug's gonna. You can't see 05 Bughouse. It's not possible.
Yeah, I think that's a big game.
And
this
because
week,
of because of that matchup, I'll side to the Dittos 6-4.
Okay.
And maybe Jensen gets lucky or something, and maybe he can beat Soup. I guess.
I'm
It's
just
possible.
saying, our last match with each other was a great match. I mean, the last matches we've had with each other have been great, so I'm looking forward to this one. Really, this is one of the matches I was looking forward to before the CL. So let's see it get done.
I think Finch Buckhouse is a pivotal game this week because of that. With Buckhouse's record and stuff, but if he can bring it back here, I think it'll be big. It'll make a big difference. I think this
Definitely.
having that Oathkeeper game is pretty even pairing. I think that's important too.
I think Fellyburn Siri also looks like a good game in the beginning
Yeah.
too.
Should be.
Yeah, Felly's been proving that he knows more than just RU. He's actually just good at mons.
What?
Believe it or not, yeah.
That can't be true.
Alrighty. Any closing thoughts before we end out this video?
Go Steels.
Let's go Steels.
Go Dittos.
We're still in it.
Fossils.
Not the fossils. Everybody else though.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
The bad faith fossils.
Gotta give you all a little.
We
bad
haven't
faith
even
back.
done anything.
Not yet. We're still waiting.
Bernardo's saving it up.
This is the week.
Gonna ult.
This is the week y'all play Bughouse, so we could see a repeat.
Mm.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been a whole bunch of people here on the nut. We've got me, LessThanThreeMan, Bernardo, Hammer, JensenDale, and Shengineer. And thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more nut.
Nuts. Peace out.
Peace out.